Hi, guys. Thanks
Hi.
for tuning in today. First of all, I want to thank you for supporting Feeding America. And my other charity that we're supporting today is the James Beard Emergency Relief Fund. So if you go on the side, you can see how to donate. And if you're able, please do donate to both of these charities. Whatever you can is great. So I want to introduce you to one of my dearest girlfriends. This is Jolie Hunt Potter. I've known Jolie, gosh, for years and years, and she's very accomplished. She is the founding CEO of Hunt and Gather here in New York City, and she is also a really good student of my cooking. And the recipe that we're going to do today is sort of like Indian chicken soup. It has no chicken in it. In fact, it's vegan. I'm going to use a little butter, but the recipe can also be found there on the side or on my website. But this is called khichdi. It is a savory porridge made of lentils and rice and some vegetables. I am doing a modern version of khichdi today because traditional khichdi is made with mung lentils, and it's, you know, 2 parts rice to 1 part lentil. I am inverting that proportion to get a little more protein and a little less starch. So we're doing actually a cup of masoor lentils, which are these orange lentils right here. And we're just using basmati rice, but any white rice you have is great. I'm using Masoor lentils because I think they're more flavorful than mung lentils. I see your setup there, Jolie. It looks pretty professional.
Good. I was ready for this.
This is the moment you've been waiting for.
Seriously. I've been on a pretend cooking show for the last month, so you're validating all my exploits at Food 52 and Callistians and all my favorite places.
That's good. I've had Jolie's food. I mean, I've had her recipes that are versions of her dishes that are made from my recipes, and they're flawless. They're just like my own cooking. So I thought she'd be the perfect cooking buddy today.
Thank you. I'm excited. My family's excited.
Okay, so let's get started. First thing you want to do is take your rice. Again, this is half a cup of white rice and your lentils. That's 1 cup of lentils. So that seems like an abundant cup. And then you want to rinse this until the water runs clear. That's going to take away some of the starch. So I'm just going to fill this up with water over here. Nice thing.
I already rinsed mine.
Okay. So can you come here? So come close to me. So I just filled this with tepid water, and you can see how cloudy it is. And you just want to rinse this so that the water is pretty clear. You can use a strainer for this. I'm trying to do it kind of quickly. And you just can stir it around like this. This will reduce the starchiness, but also the foam that may accumulate on the top as it's boiling.
What's your uh, what's your thought process on using stock instead of water? I was gonna
What's my
sneak
thought process? What?
I was gonna sneak some stock into this.
Oh, you can sneak stock into it if you want. It's not necessary, and that's one of the reasons that I love this recipe. It's very pantry friendly. But I think stock would be great. If you do use stock to boil it, make sure you have the salt because the stock will be salty, and so you'll need to add less salt to the recipe.
I got unsalted stock, so I'm gonna improvise it my way. How about that?
That's fine. Another reason why I love this recipe is because it's really healthy and it's very comforting. And, we're going to make it with some carrots and bell peppers and celery because I don't have enough carrots in my pantry. But you could use any number of vegetables. You could use cauliflower. You could use green beans. Peas. Putting peas in khichdi is very traditional and common. And so in India, whenever someone is sick, um, they make khichdi. And like I said, traditional khichdi is has a little less protein and more starch. But this version of khichdi is basically how I lost the baby weight. I'm not even kidding, because you can just make a big batch of this and it'll keep in your fridge forever. It freezes really beautifully. Okay, so that's pretty much good. So one last time to make it perfect, or as close to perfect as we can. So you
I feel
can
like
see.
the weight thing is appropriate since we've all been eating a little too much right now. So even if you haven't had a baby.
I feel like I have also been indulging a lot. So, but it's, it's fun. So we're going to add this washed lentils and rice to some water and put it in a big stew pot. I've already got some water here. And you want to add about 2 to 3 inches of water. And you're going to cook it uncovered. So don't worry about how much water. It's better to have too much water than too little water. I'm going to turn on the stove, and you want to bring it to a boil, and then we're going to turn it down. And so a lot of people ask me, well, it's weird in the pot. How can I tell how many inches it is? If you're in doubt, which I often am, you can just take a dry wooden spoon, and you can put it in, and then you can see by how it's wet, that's about 2.5 inches. Let me do it again with a darker wooden spoon. All right, let's see if this one's better. There, you can see that's about 2.5 inches. So that's exactly what we want. Just stir it around and let that come to a boil. The only things that you're going to add to this are a little bit of salt. You want to salt your lentils while they're cooking and rice so the salt really gets in there. You don't have to add too much, but just about half a teaspoon or a teaspoon. You can always add more salt later. And then I'm going to add 2 bay leaves. You can use dried bay leaves. If you have fresh bay leaves, that's great. Laurel leaves, some people call them laurel also. So I've added 2 bay leaves to the water, and about half a teaspoon of salt. I might wind up adding more salt later. That's totally fine. How you doing, Jolie?
I'm nailing it, I think.
All right, so now we're going to do the vegetables that will go into our khichdi. I'm going to get a frying pan.